That's the one. You all right, Vanessa? You good, Vanessa?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Fantastic. Wicked. So let's move on then, guys. We need to, I understand it's quite late or it's quite early for some people out in Australia. So what we're doing, we're going to go through the promotion. So this is the first ever promotion as our group, as the Dream Team Movement. And what it is, it's designed to help supervisors get from supervisor towards active supervisor in the marketing plan. Because as a supervisor, especially one that's probably sitting at around 1,000 volume points per calendar month, it does seem like quite a leap. Obviously, you need to double your volume and a bit more to achieve this. So this promotion actually really helps you move towards that active supervisor level. And in essence, it shows you how to build business effectively as well, by bringing in members to the business and making sure that they get started. So it's open to supervisors and above, plus those that have been handpicked to be on the promotion. So guys that are, if you are on the call, we've got Emma and Michelle, and you guys have been handpicked to take part in this promotion because obviously your upline and sponsors have seen some potential in you, and they think that you'll be going ahead with this promotion. So it's not to be discussed with other members. So what we don't want is this being promoted in our main Dream Team group. Chris and Lucas, are you having a Barney? Let's mute you guys.
No, why?
Oh, you're having it off.
Can you hear?
Having a Barney, or having it off. We'll mute you. So it's not to be discussed with other members in the Dream Team Movement, because what we don't want is newer members in the team. They probably haven't spoke to their sponsor in about 3 or 4 months, and the minute this promotion goes out, they get bombarded with calls to make sure that they get to the next level in marketing plan. And you'll understand what I want about in a minute. The promotion starts as of today, so from the 1st of March 2016 through to the 31st of May 2016. So it's a 3-month promotion, and it is very achievable, very, very achievable. So what it is, what the prize actually is myself and Nikki spoke about this the other day, and what it actually is, myself and Nikki will put up the cost of your Summer Spectacular ticket for 2016. So last year's Summer Spectacular was in Birmingham at the ICC Arena, and these tickets roughly cost about 65 to 75 quid. So how it's going to work is, if you are looking to take part in this promotion, you need to first of all commit to the Summer Spectacular itself. And once the tickets are released, you need to purchase those tickets. And then when you have purchased them, and if you do qualify for this promotion, myself and Nikki will refund you the price of the tickets. That's how it's going to work. Because what we don't want is you waiting out to buy the tickets, and because you think you're going to qualify for this, then the tickets are sold out. So we don't want to fall into that trap. So how it is, your ticket we pay for this year's Summer Spectacular. So Emma out in Australia, myself and Nikki will look at your next big picture event, and we'll do exactly the same for yourself. All right. Also, if there is a very good reason you can't attend the Summer Spectacular, and it has to be a good reason, then we will look at doing a different prize for yourself of the similar. Sorry?
What? I can't go to the Summer Spectacular because I'm at a wedding that day.
Cool. So we'll have to look at a different.
So what? Yeah, unless I can get there for the Sunday, but I definitely can't do the Saturday.
Get there for the Sunday. 100%. Okay. You need to get there. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
So try and get there for the Sunday. You might be a bit hungover. But where is the wedding on the Saturday?
It's. Do you know what? I think it's Maidstone.
That's all right. Let's get a train into London and the first train up to Manchester. It'll only take you about 3.5, 4 hours. You'll be fine.
All right.
All right. So that's how it's going to work. If you can't make that, Trace, we'll do a different prize for you. We might even look at you at the next big picture event for yourself. All right. But it's based
I don't
around.
mind you paying for Prague for me if you want.
We'll have a look at that.
Yeah,
You have to commit first.
yeah, true.
So this is what you need to do. For you to qualify for this promotion, you have to do a simple business building practice. And what it is, you need to qualify 2 legs of senior consultant between the 1st of March 2016 to the 31st of May 2016. So when I mean 2 legs, it means 2 like frontline or senior consultants underneath an inactive member. So, and I'll explain all that in a minute. So let's say this is you, and you're a supervisor in the company, and you've got yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 customers. So you're a supervisor turning over around 800 volume points per calendar month on yourself, PPV. So what we're going to do with this promotion helps you bring through members and make sure they get started. So for you to qualify for this promotion, what you need to do is bring through 2 senior consultants. So it means you personally sponsor these people, or they could be a member underneath an inactive member. All right. So for you guys that are a bit unsure of what I'm actually talking about, I'll draw it out on the board. So let's say this is you. Yeah. And you're this is you as a member. Well, I'm going to do a box because all squares are supervisors. So this is you as a square. And let's say this is Tracy. All right. So we've got Tracy there in the box. Tracy is a supervisor with about 8 customers. Yeah. So she's a supervisor turnover 800 volume. So what Tracy needs to do to win this promotion, she needs to recruit, sponsor 2 people into the business that go to senior consultant. So what it pretty much means is you need to sponsor these people, but you need to help them get to the first level in the marketing plan, which is senior consultant. All right. Let's say this guy doesn't make it. You sponsor someone into the business and they don't do nothing. If they sponsor someone underneath and then they go to senior consultant, then that counts. That's 1. That counts as 1 for you. But it has to be in 2 legs. Does everyone get that? Everyone nod if you get it. Yeah? Cool. Has to be in 2 legs, all right?
What does 2 legs mean?
Just, that's a leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? That's 3 legs then, tripod. Yeah? Cool. So everyone gets that. All good. So that's how it pretty much works. That is all you have to do for the promotion. It seems quite simple, but what it does, it really does help you maybe bring through that customer that's sitting on the edge of joining the business, or that prospect that you're trying to get over the line. But it isn't just a pure recruitment drive. What it is, it actually helps you. You have to make sure that person gets a senior consultant. All right, because if you just go and recruit loads of people and they don't do nothing, it'll never work for you in the business. When you recruit someone, that's when the hard work really starts, and you have to help them get to the next level. And that's when you have to help them with their wellness profiles, and train them on the basis of the business, making sure they get to events and stuff like that. All right, everyone get that? All good? Cool. So we need some terms and conditions if we're doing a promotion, because some people will try and cut corners. Some people will try and cheat. It's normal. Like this always happens. So we have some terms and conditions that apply to it. So you must be achieving a minimum of 800 PPV each month to stay in contention of this prize. So 800 PPV. So that means your own volume of your customers, you and your customers. Yeah. So your client base and yourself. That's what PPV. So whatever you order is PPV. So it needs to be a minimum of 800 PPV per calendar month. So if you're sitting at around 400 now, then the first thing you want to do to stay in contention of this promotion is get your client base up. Because if you go and get your client base up, then you've got more people to pick from for your members anyway. That's the first thing you want to do. So if you're sitting at around 400, 300 or something like that, get yourself up to 800 this month. That's the first thing you want to do. And then you still got another 2 months to bring through those members and get them started. So you've got loads of time. All right? Everyone good with that? Members currently in your downline that have achieved 150 or over volume points in February do not count towards your 2 senior consultants. So if you've got someone in your team that are at member level and have done over 150 points in February, they won't count when they go senior consultant the next month. All right? But if you do have someone underneath 150 volume points in your downline, then you can help get them going. You can drop them a call, see why they haven't got going. Are they on the products? Do they need some help? All right? So that you might have a few of those guys in your team. Do not put volume through your downline members to get them over 500 volume. All right? So don't ask them for their Herbalife ID number so you can put through some orders through them to make sure they get over the line. We will find out. And if we see that someone goes over senior consultant and we've not seen them put any customers in the client group, alarm bell is going to start ringing. So make sure you're not cheating with this, guys. Do it organically. Make sure it's all proper. Only open to members who have already committed to the Summer Spectacular. Obviously, there are some exceptions involved. All right. So if you are committed to the Summer Spectacular, you have to book the ticket first. Don't leave it until you qualify, because you need to make sure you got the ticket, and then we'll refund you the ticket price. So, guys, that is the promotion. That's it. So there's nothing else really. Are there any questions? Come on, there's got to be a few questions. Got to be a few. Chris and Lucy. Chris?
Hello?
You right?
Yeah, right.
Any questions, mate?
No, it's all good.
Yeah, everyone all right with that? Have you got any? You might have a few members in your downline that are below 150, right?
Yep.
So they're the ones that you can probably put a call into and reactivate them, get them going. Same with Vanessa. You might have a few of those guys as well, so you can put a few calls in. For the newer guys to the team, like Michelle and Emma, you guys are already on the move, really. But one thing I'd focus on personally is getting your PPV up first. Make sure you stay in contention with the promotion. If you don't worry about it. You're still going to move rapidly, all right? But just get your PPV up over 800. You need to make sure you're still in contention with it. And then next month, you can look at bringing through a few members. So the reason why this is put together, guys, is this. It's very simple. So I'm just going to draw this out. Cool. All right. So for you to become an active supervisor in this business, you need to do something. You need to do 2,500 total volume points for 3 consecutive months. So 2,500 TVP for 3 months. So when let's say you're a supervisor on this call now and you're sitting at around 1,000 to 1,500 volume, that does seem like quite a leap. It seems like a bit of a jump. And the reason why you're probably not achieving this is you're not really utilizing your downline properly. You might not be bringing through a few people yet. And there might be a few holes in your own client base. And there might be a few holes in your members' client bases and stuff like that. So it's getting quite hot around things, and making sure that you pay attention to detail when you're going to moving towards this promotion. So the reason why the promotion really does work, this is what happens. This is you as a supervisor. So you as a supervisor, really as a supervisor, you should have a benchmark of around 10 customers, I believe. That's what any supervisor should have, a bare minimum of 10 customers. But me and Nikki decided that 800 PPV is quite enough. So as a supervisor, what do you probably do on yourself? Most people do about 200 points on themselves, I believe. So you're doing 200. 200 points just on yourself alone. So really, you need about 6 customers for this. So you go and get yourself 6 customers, 2, 3, referral, 4, 5, 6. So you go and get yourself 6 customers. That's 7, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want that. You only need 6. All right. So you go and get yourself 6 customers. So plus that to your 200, you've got 800 PPV. So towards your that's going towards your 2,500, by the way. Already, you've got 800 PPV. Now, this promotion gets you to bring through a few members and make sure they get to senior consultant, right? So let's say you did it with one person and they went to senior consultant, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus themselves probably. There is a minimum of 500 volume from that one person alone. Let's say you did it with another person. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 500 also. If you add them 2 together, you got 1,000, yeah? So if you add that 1,000 to your 800, you've gone from a supervisor just turning over 1,000 to 1,800 at a minimum. This, by the way, this is a minimum because they have to be senior consultant and you have to be doing a minimum of 800 PPV. So all that pretty much means is you're about 5 to 7 customers away from achieving this. Because you're on, let's say it's 1,800, right? Each customer roughly is about 100 points. So you are 700 away. So if you add that 700 to that, 2,500. So it just means 7 customers. You can get your members to get these 7. You can get them yourself, but it gets you right on the way. It builds that momentum for you to get there. And by the way, if you're doing about 800 PPV and you've brought through 2 senior consultants, you will start doing way over 2,500 quite easily. It starts moving. So it's designed to get you from where you are now through to cuts of active supervisor. And that's at a bare minimum, guys. So if you want to really push it, get yourself to a benchmark of 10 customers, because a benchmark of 10 customers will give you, with your own 200, 1,200 points. Yeah, that's with a benchmark of 10 at a minimum. Plus your 2 senior consultants is 1,000. So you've got 2,200 there alone. So you're in touching distance of active supervisor then. And then when these guys are coming in, one thing you want to do is make sure they don't go below 500. So make sure their customers are getting their results, helping them out with that. And maybe helping them get their first members. And things start moving then. It starts going out of control. Maybe putting another one in. Do you know what I mean? And it all starts going out of control. You'll be going from 2,500 to these 5K producers in the business. So it's just that initial focus on that promotion, which will help you get from where you are now through to cuts of active supervisor. And the reason why, we want to make sure you get to active supervisor, because that's where you are earning $1,000 a month with the company quite easily, and it's part time, and it deserves the respect it should be given. Do you know what I mean? If you're earning $1,000 a month for this company, that's a $12,000 a year pay rise. So it deserves that respect. So this promotion gets you there, and it is literally the nitty gritty, the attention to detail with things. Because this customer here, although it's not your personal one, you need to treat it like your personal one, because you're responsible for that person. You need to make sure they're getting the right results and stuff like that. So it's getting right in there, getting down and dirty, doing the stuff that you might feel, well, they might be doing it anyway, but you have to do it anyway because you know that you're responsible and stuff like that. So it's just getting down and dirty with all your customers within your PV. But that's it really, guys. I don't want to take up too much more time because it's 10 o'clock already. What I would do is, the supervisors on the call, you need to book yourself in with your upline, your sponsor or your upline, to go through PV building and PV tracking. You need to sit down and go through that, because it's a vital part of your business now, because that gets you, yes, to active supervisor, but it goes from active supervisor to active world team in a very fast period, very short period, because if you're tracking PV and stuff like that, you're treating it more like a business, but then you know what your PV is going to be each month when you're tracking things, and you know where you need to improve. Maybe put a few more customers in, maybe bring through another member. All right. So it's so if you are a supervisor on the call, you need to book in with your sponsor, because I think all you guys are pretty much booking in with Nikki. Yeah. Is that all good? Everyone all right, guys? Everyone pumped? Yeah? Good. All right, guys, I'm going to shoot off anyway because it's proper late. I'm going to go back and go to bed. I'll see you later, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.